If bad people are shaped by their experiences, are they actually bad or just damaged? I'm gonna ask you the most important question of your entire life. What makes someone a bad person? If I gave you a little bit of time to think, you would probably say people that do bad things repeatedly without will to change are bad, which I would agree with. But what literally makes them bad? Like what caused in their life made them this way? A bad childhood can contribute because people with good ones can still be bad, and because I don't want to generalize, I would say it varies from person to person. So what about the people who refuse to change themselves or are blind to their own actions? Let's narrow that down to the people who don't want to better themselves, because I think that's a simpler topic. I would say that they're usually one of these kinds of people. Insecure. They are insecure about something that they are or do, so they insult or harm others because of that. Honestly, as I'm talking about it, it doesn't make much sense that these people exist, but what can you do? The most logical explanation is that they want acceptance from people around them, or maybe even themselves. Blaming. This one's pretty simple. They blame other people for something they did because they can't accept what they did was wrong. If nothing is their fault, they usually don't feel the need to change. Seriously addicted. They go back to doing something that they probably don't even like while they're actually doing it, or when they finish doing it, repeating it and having a hard time stopping it. If it isn't stopped, things like this usually spiral into people becoming even worse. For example, if you have a porn addiction, it could escalate into more extreme or compulsive behavior because people become desensitized and keep chasing the same level of satisfaction. Fearful. This one's also pretty simple. They are aware of the fact they need to change, but they are too scared to do so. The possibility of failure or embarrassment might eliminate their motivation. This type applies a lot more to things like going to the gym rather than becoming better morally. Comfortable. Another pretty simple one. They don't think they need to change. Change is hard and staying the same is easy. I'm gonna take a really quick break to explain what I mean when I say someone's a bad person. I'm talking about people who know they should improve the way they treat themselves or others, but refuse to try. If you get mad easily or just don't go to the gym, that doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that there are small things you can do better. For example, imagine a graph. Let's say important things like how you treat others and morality are around 70%. Meanwhile, things like confidence, skills, and other small attributes that make you like a person more are the smaller percents. Not all traits carry the same weight though. Some affect people around you far more than others. So if you see someone that is literally horrible but has a good physique and you value things like that, you will respect them more, but they are still not a good person. Now, I'm not going to say you need to be 50, 60% or whatever to be good. The truth is there isn't a number. But if you're asking yourself, you're already doing better than a lot of people. Okay, anyway, what about the people that are blind to their own actions or are damaged to the point where they lack morals or other high percent traits? Should we punish them? How should we punish them? Are bad people really bad? Yeah, get rid of them all. Nah, I'm playing, but why not? Why don't we do that? Well, first you would have to eliminate those bad people, which, to tell if they were bad, we need to get rid of those skills and attributes that people change their opinion on depending what their own values are. But how would you know that they are bad people? I mean, people can change, and I'm not going to say bad people are all in the right for having a bad life or bad life experiences. You can understand the reason a person is bad, but that just makes them harder to judge. So should we judge them all? Yeah. It's on them to better themselves, even if they've grown up in bad environments. You can be the most unlucky person ever and still be good. Your experiences influenced you, but there's a point in your life where you have to influence yourself. If bad people are shaped by their experiences, are they actually bad or just damaged? I think it's damaged people making bad choices. Experiences explain people, they don't define them. At some point, the responsibility becomes yours.